favorite story time. Under the bed in my secret fort, and I'm gonna read.
Hi everybody! Hola!
The Frog Prince continued. Hi everybody! So, the princess kissed the frog, and the frog turned into a handsome prince, and they lived happily ever after. Or did they? So they lived happy for a very long time, and then, you know what? Then they weren't so happy, and they were so miserable. And the princess said to the prince, "Stop sticking your tongue out like that," she nagged. "How come you never want to go down to the pond anymore?" whined the prince. And the prince and princess were so unhappy, they didn't know what to do. Oh, this life, living in this big, giant palace, is just so boring.
Boring. I remember the days when we hopped in the lake and the pond and the rock and went ribbit. Now we're like going to fancy balls and puffing our hair, wearing gorgeous gowns and taking selfies all day long.
Make sure you subscribe to Enchanting Book Readings and follow us on Instagram and follow Jack the Bear and Golden Hair on Instagram as well.
I would prefer that you not hop around on the furniture, said the princess.
And it might be nice if you get out of the castle once in a while to slay a dragon or giant or whatever.
The prince didn't feel like going out and slaying anything.
He just felt like running away, but then he reread his book, and it said right there at the end of the story, hey, it says they lived happily ever after the end. So he stayed in the castle and drove the princess crazy. Well, it says in that I'm doing exactly what the book says. So then one day the princess threw a perfectly awful fit. "First you keep me awake all night long with your horrible croaking storm. Shh. Rabbit. Croak, snore. Now I find a lily pad in your pocket. I can't believe I actually kissed your slimy frog lips. Sometimes I think we'd both be better off if you were still a frog."
And that's when it hit him. The prince thought, still a frog? Yes, that's it. And he ran off into the forest looking for the witch who could turn him back into a frog. I will come my former self and become a frog. So the prince went into the forest and he was looking for the witch. And soon he saw a haggardous old witch with a long nose and just warts on her nose and wrinkly old skin and black claws and piercing dark blue eyes and long scraggly hair.
"Excuse me, Miss Witch. Miss Witch, excuse me." "Say, you're not looking for a princess to kiss?" asked the witch.
Oh no, I've already been kissed. I'm the frog prince. Actually, I was hoping you could turn me back into a frog. Oh yes, I'm quite sure I'd like to be a frog, you know. Those were my glamorous, youthful days of hopping around, going on rock to rock, cricketing, ribbiting, having a good old time with the old toad boys.
"Are you sure you're not looking for a beautiful sleeping princess to kiss and to wake up?" said the hideous old witch.
No, I am the frog prince.
"That's funny. You don't look like a frog." "Well, no matter. If you're a prince, you are a prince. And I'll have to cast a nasty spell on you. I can't have any princess waking up sleeping beauty before the 100 years are up. Let me look at my nasty spells. Oh, here's a nasty spell for you." The prince didn't stick around to see which nasty spell she had in mind. "Hey, no thanks. I don't want any nasty spells." So, he started running into the forest. Oh, thank goodness he got away from that old witch. "Miss Witch! Miss Witch!
Excuse me, Miss Witch. I wonder if you could help me. I'm a
prince in. What did you say, Prince? Croaked the witch. This witch was like had her hair in curlers, and she had green hair, and the green eyes, and green cheeks, and green claws, and she even had a tail coming out. And wrinkly old skin, and her breath. Ooh, she needs some
No, I mean, yes. No, I'm not the prince looking for Sleeping Beauty, but yes, I am the Frog Prince, and I am looking for a member of your profession, your witch profession, who can turn me back into a frog so I can live happily ever after my youthful days of hopping around the pond from rock to rock and ribbiting all day long with the boys. It was just so fun.
frog. What you say? That's funny. I thought frogs were little green guys with webbed feet who go ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Well, no matter. If you're a prince, you're a prince. But I can't have any princesses rescuing Snow White. But you could eat the rest of this delicious apple. Ew! That apple had green goo dripping down it, and it looked eerie and highly suspect and dangerous. So the Frog Prince said,
Oh, no, thank you. I'm not into apples these days. I'm quite allergic.
he turned down the apple and ran deeper into the forest, and soon he came into a strange-looking house with another witch inside. Another witch? Yes, this forest is full of witches.
Miss Witch. Hello, Miss Witch. Excuse me, you're a witch, right? Miss Witch. Hello, I was wondering if you could help me. I am the Frog Prince.
Well, if you're a frog, I'm the king of friends, said the witch. As she sat eating an ice cream cone, she ate 8 ice cream cones, and she was big, and she had red lips, and they were dripping from her. Vanilla ice cream.
No, I am not a frog. I am the Frog Prince, but I need a witch, someone like you in your profession, to turn me back into a frog so I can be happily ever after if you can do it, said the prince.
The witch eyed the prince and licked her rather plump red lips. Why, of course, dearie. Come right in. Maybe I can fit you in for lunch, she said, licking her chops. And then the prince stopped on the slightly gummy steps. Something about this house seemed very familiar. He broke off a corner of the windsill and tasted it. Gingerbread. This house is gingerbread.
I hope you don't mind me asking, Miss Witch, but do you happen to know any children by the name of Hansel and Gretel?
Why, yes, Prince Darling, I do. I'm expecting them for dinner. The prince, who knew his fairy tales, ran as fast as he could because he didn't want to be eaten for lunch. Oh, no, she wants to eat him. So he ran into the forest and got lost.
Oh no, I am lost. I am so lost. I don't know where I am. And then he saw someone beautiful standing next to a tree, and he walked up to her, hoping she wasn't a witch, for he quite had his fill with witches. Madame, excuse me, I am the Frog Prince. Could you help me?
Oh, gosh, do you need it?
Said the fairy godmother. You are the worst looking frog I've ever seen. My goodness, somebody had done a wrong spell on you. I mean, look at you. I am not a frog. I am the Frog Prince, said the prince, getting a little annoyed. And I need someone to turn me back into a frog so I can live happily ever after.
Well, I'm on my way to see a girl in the village about going to a ball. But I suppose I could give it a try.
I've never done frogs before, you know. And with that, the fairy godmother waved her magic wand, sprinkle, 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 and turned the prince into a beautiful carriage. The prince couldn't believe his rotten luck. The sun went down, and the forest got spookier, and the prince became more and more frightened. Oh, gosh, I can't believe, look at me, just look at me. And the carriage instantly turned. What an idiot I've been. I could have been sitting home with the princess living happily ever after, but instead I'm stuck here in the middle of this forest turned into a stupid carriage. Now I'll probably just rot and fall apart and live unhappily ever after. The prince thought of these terrible, frightened kinds of thoughts and a few worse ones too awful to tell you. Until far away in the village, the clock struck midnight. Ding, 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 ding. The carriage instantly turned back into its former prince self. Oh, I'm a human again, and ran by the light of the moon until he's safe inside his own castle. Hello, I'm home, everyone. And the frog princess said, "Where have you been? I've been worried, so sick. You're 7 hours late, your dinner is cold, and your clothes, they're such a mess." The prince looked at his princess who had believed him when no one else in the world had. The princess who actually kissed his slimy frog lips. The princess who loved him. The princess kissed the prince. They both turned into frogs, and they hopped off happily ever after. We're frogs! We can go hop in the pond and go ribbiting and hoppity hop all day long. Isn't it fun to be frogs? Yeah, we're the best two frogs ever.